In this video, I'm going to be philosophizing on free agency, freedoms thinking, and how we can engage our own liberations of mind and body, calibrating the intrinsic meaning existing with regards to prior existent ego needs developing into higher order cognitions pertaining to specific, well-calibrated, well-defined as a must be good enough and necessarily conditions, meaning interpretations that are subjective and regard self-conducted learning, perception, action, and behavior of our own accord develops willfully. Only in regard to the uptaking of one's own responsabilidade. Desenvolvimento mais alto, organização de organizando, especifíco, cognições, desenvolvimento, autoconduz, percepção, ação e comportamento, elevando ordem, cognições, cognate specific meanings as we develop validations for valid, psychologically true and meaningful words which have codifications, specific prior existing codified, classified categorizations of meaningful information within categorical processes of learning that have liberated the minds of individuals who were ideologically possessed in regards to individuals who had authoritarian control over the minds of individuals, arbitrarily dictating to them the meaningful utterances of thought, regards to thought, as to the arbitrary meaning interpretations that they would, from whim, spew out. The meanings as to orient the calibrations of an individual's visual and audible sound bites processing through the internalizations of prior existing inputs, which the calibration of codified organizations of meaningful information regarding the highest organization of organizing meaning interpretations well calibrated to the word, not just letters, but the syllable sounds that are sounded out to that word, and which becomes well calibrated not just to an audible meaningful utterance of thought outputted from prior existing inputs internalized and individualized in regards to meaning interpretations that are unique to the self and that concord meaning in regards to well calibrated calibratory processes of cognition that develop the good enough and necessary conditions to create a valid, psychologically true and meaningful term within sentence and paragraph, which can shape the meaning of a word and give it instantiated original meaning in regards to the capacity to be better meaning interpretation by others. And so if I can effectively, meaningfully communicate to you with a word, and it's well calibrated, and it's consistent, so there's cogency and it's congruent with the meaning interpretation, so it's well calibrated, then I can think freely on freedom's thinking and engage more intrinsic free agency. That's a liberation upon the mind, and codification systems have done that. And that's all I want to say for this video. I hope you have an awesome one and develop those meaningfulnesses.